So we want to get an in-person office. Also have like a podcast setup because we're bringing the podcast back 2026.
The lure is crazy. I know, like, you gotta tell me.
Caprice was my first ever like big time. When I met you, I was fucking cool. I'm really glad that I bought this land. I realized extremely quickly I don't give a fuck about the lifestyle shit. My fulfillment comes from achievement and things I've done and things I'm building. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year's. It's almost 2026. This is gonna be my last video of the year. In this video, we're about to actually go. I'm texting the realtor right now. We're swinging big in 2026, okay? We're going to tour an office, a potential office that we might move the team into here in a second. Also, make sure to stay around till the end of the video. And we're gonna be going over the 3 main lessons I took away from 2025 as a newly born millionaire and business owner. I think there's some really good lessons in there, so make sure you stick around for that, and let's go tour this office.
It's a lot of hoes in here, a lot of lost souls. Hoes with dying bitches in the
Okay, forgive me for looking so chalk right now. I know I look like I just woke up, because I did just wake up. But last night, Brez surprised us and a bunch of the team with tickets to the Jake Paul fight, which was really fun. He ordered a Sprinter van. It just showed up at the house and he put all the blinds up so we couldn't see at all where we were going. And then we hop out and then we finally realized we're at the Jake Paul fight. We're like, holy shit, this is lit. And everyone was betting money on Jake Paul because the odds were insane. It was like, what was it? You put like $100 in, you get like a 10,000 out. Like it was like some ridiculous, like appetizing ass odds. And everyone was taking those odds just because they're so good. And the odds for Anthony Joshua were so bad. Like you put $1,000 in, you get like $29 profit or some shit like that. I was looking at everyone betting on Jake Paul and I was like, bro, you really think that these casinos and shit are gonna let everyone cash out these crazy odds? There's no way. Like it just would never happen. I saw a tweet that said like the casinos would lose over 100 million or something like that if Jake Paul won. It was like, bro, there's just no way they would ever let that happen. When I was like a normie, more of a normie, I used to dislike Logan and Jake Paul, but at some point you just gotta respect the greatness, bro. They are genuinely just great. The way they gather attention is fucking unreal. I think Logan might be one of the first like billionaire creators. They really took the content shit to the next level and they turned it into a million different things. I think, bro, imagine how much money Jake made last night. He has a sports betting app. Imagine how much people were betting on his app. He has his brand that he was just fucking advertising everywhere. The fight, gotta respect greatness whether you like it or not. Can't say the dudes aren't good at what they do.
You're on the main street?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm wearing a navy polo.
Okay. I'm wearing all black.
Alright, I'll see you soon.
How you doing, bro?
Did your bets hit last night?
No, I didn't bet at all, bro. Those odds were insane, bro. Did you bet?
Nah, dude. I kind of thought that Jake was gonna win. I'm not gonna lie, but
You got got by the $100 in, 10,000 out odds on Jake Paul.
dude. Yeah.
See, this is how they get everyone. I was just telling the vlog this, literally. But anyways, this is Ryan, the realtor. Ryan here actually has helped me get every place I've had. I've only had 2 places, but 2 places. My apartment in Brickell, and then he helped me and Brez move into our current house.
Yeah. So now we're looking for even more office space, so the LLC can expand.
So what are we about to tour right now?
Today we have an office space that's pretty much ready for PRGs to get in right away and start grinding, get the podcast set up, get everyone in their space and start working. It's a pretty small space, but the location's pretty good for all the employees, for all the guys, so it's gonna be good. Let's go check it out.
The unit that I'm going to show you is Unit 202. Right now, it's adjacent to the law office. There's going to be an investment firm that's coming at the end. There's a rendering company that's here, a few real estate companies that is here. You have common area restrooms that are already set.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the key so that I can open 202 for you so you can go inside.
Sounds good. It's bigger than I thought it was, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2,200 square feet. Asking rent is $40 a square foot. Triple nets are $16.50. Landlord is pretty firm on the $40 a square foot, but can be flexible as far as rent abatement. So if there's any additional
What is
change,
rent abatement?
so free rent. So if there's any need of like making any adjustments inside of this space, landlord is open to those adjustments. They just need to be approved by him before we move forward.
You could keep this to be just a space because you have the ceiling on top of it, but you could honestly like put the podcast setup here. In the middle, because then it feels more organic, like you're actually in the office and people can see like in the background, like things are actually going on.
That is true, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking like for calls and shit though.
That's why I was
this
thinking.
this is OD because everyone's gonna be talking.
At the minimum, I'm still trying to figure out the ceilings, but like at the minimum,
Yeah.
this could be like the call room.
I mean, it's cool. I actually like it. How long has this place been on the market for? Yeah.
So I got this in May of this year, so a little over 6 months.
Oh shoot.
Doors all locked too.
And you can come in here whenever you want.
Yeah,
You could sleep in here if you want.
if you wanted to.
Honestly, I really like it. I think the only concern is the talking because it's loud and there's gonna be people on calls
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
we're trying to figure out what we can do to put on top of the ceiling. We can go back and forth and try to figure that out.
So the goal with the office is pretty much everyone that works in our business lives here already, except for Rodrigo and Noah, but they're getting their visas so they can move here. So we want to get an in-person office. Also have like a podcast set up because we bringing the podcast back 2026. So we're bringing that shit back. And then you said it's 7,000. It comes out to around $7,000 a month.
Yeah, it's a little less than $10,000 that you're paying.
Okay. And the term is not negotiable at all. The length of the lease.
The least, the minimum that we would do would be 1 year.
This is what I've learned. I need to separate where I sleep and where I relax and where I chill from my work, bro. Because my mind, my normal life and my work just go like this at the house. I just be getting overwhelmed all the time. There's always so much going on. It's hard to really focus. And I think it would be really good, one for content and two for the team, just to get buy-in from everyone, you know. 2025. It's been a long year. My business did over $2.5 million. I became a liquid millionaire this year. I made more money than ever. But on the other side of things, I also dealt with more problems than ever. I dealt with more stress than ever. And I learned some detrimental ass lessons that I didn't think I was gonna have to learn. So I'm gonna give you guys the top 3 things I learned from this whole year of 2025. Hopefully someone out there in some way, shape, or form can get some value out of it. I don't know. I'm just giving you guys what I went through and some of the key things I learned over this whole past year. Okay, lesson number 1. If someone knows that they can take advantage of you, they will. The key is to not be mad at it, but to actually understand that that's just human nature. I especially saw over this past year how young people with money who are especially new to money and didn't necessarily have anyone to look up to or any mentors or their parents had money, people who simply don't know how to deal with money get taken advantage of. I could name countless encounters and countless times that I've seen this take place or happen to myself as well, because I don't come from money. I don't come from anyone that's a multi-fucking mega millionaire that shows me how to manage my money and how to deal with people with money, etc. And when I first realized that this stuff was happening to me, I almost got like frustrated. I would get mad, like, bro, why are people taking advantage of me? Like, they're the devil, you're a piece of shit, etc. But the second I changed my frame of thought, I actually understood it and I learned how to simply play the game. I've had an accountant since early 2024. I started using accountants. 2024 was the very first year that I started making like some pretty fucking good money, and it was time for me to get a fucking accounting team so I could pay taxes, be responsible, and do the right thing, right? So I got a referral to an accounting firm and I was paying them $3,000 per month. I paid them $3,000 a month for the whole entire year. I wasn't on them, I wasn't checking in with them. I was simply just allowing them to do the job that they said that they were doing, which was keeping track of stuff, advising me on certain things, etc. Except I never even heard from them. I didn't know what was going on. So when it came time to file taxes and I was getting estimates from different people, they told me I owed some ridiculous amount of money that I was just not prepared for. I switched accountants because I didn't think that they were doing their job at all. And I got another accountant that also did the same exact thing. Fast forward to 2025, early 2025, I was trying to file my taxes for 2024 and nothing had been done. Not a single thing had taken place to help me prepare or to help me file my taxes. Keep in mind, I'm literally $60,000 deep in accounting fees at this point or whatever it may be, and my taxes had still not been filed mid-2025 for 2024. And I was extremely frustrated. I genuinely thought that these people were taking advantage of me and I'm just unlucky, etc. But then I switched my frame of thought. I said, these people aren't evil. They just get away with what they know they can get away with. And everything changed when I just started setting frames. This applies in every realm of business, etc. Like literally anything. You have to set frame with your relationships, your business partners, the people you do work with, etc., with what is tolerable and what is not. That was a huge lesson for me going into this year. Every single relationship off the rip, you have to set frame with and make it very, very black and white and clear of what's tolerable and what's not. And you have to be on their ass about it. And it has to be known that if things happen that are not tolerable, that relationship will be cut off and that business will be cut off or whatever it may be. Okay, lesson number 2. The most valuable skill anyone can have is the ability to get other smart people to buy in on their goal. I heard Hermosi say this actually. If you boil down business at the highest level, it comes down to getting really, really smart people, really big A players to work for you and do stuff for you. And you see, that's extremely fucking difficult because people who are A players, people who are really competent and really smart and at the top of their game, why would they want to work for you? Why would they want to buy in on your vision when they're completely capable of doing their own thing and making their own money? And I saw this take place with so many different people. There comes a point in time when you have to make the decision. Okay, I'm making 100K a month. I'm making 150K a month and I'm a solopreneur. My margins are high as shit. I'm almost like a lifestyle. This is the exact point I was at. I was almost like a lifestyle entrepreneur. Like I could do whatever I want. My margins were high as shit. My team was super fucking small, but I had to make the decision. Do I want to build something fucking massive or do I want to continue to make really good money and just live this good life by myself? I realized extremely quickly that I don't give a fuck about the lifestyle shit. And I'm really, really glad that I bought this Lamborghini. It really validified in my mind and confirmed with myself how much I don't care about this shit. You can get status through things and you can get status through achievement. And I learned that my fulfillment comes from status, from achievement, and things I've done and things I'm building. I could genuinely give a fuck about all the nice shit. Don't get me wrong, that stuff was a huge goal and a huge motivator of mine at one point. And it's not bad to have those things be your motivators at whatever point it is. But at the point in time I'm at right now, I want to build something fucking huge. And in order to do that, I had to make the decision to go from solopreneur with super high fucking margins that can travel wherever he wants and do whatever he wants and not spend a ton of money on the business and just cash flow heavy to, okay, I want to build something that's way fucking bigger than myself. And in order to do that, I need to get A players to buy in on my vision. And that is the hardest and most unobtainable skill that people have. I see so many people get stuck at like the 100K a month mark because of the fact that they can't get other people at their level or smarter than them to buy in on their vision. There's so many different variables that go into it. But at the end of the day, all these people that are at the top of their industries have fucking demon teams. All like the most competent people that you could ever have that could go and successfully start their own thing and successfully make millions of dollars, work for them and buy in on their vision. Okay, lesson number 3, extremely simple, but holy fuck, it is important. You have to think bigger. Your actions are a direct reflection of your thought process. If you have 10K a month goals, your actions are going to reflect 10K per month goals. If I have a goal of making 100K per month, my actions are going to reflect me trying to get to 100K a month. However, if you flip it and just fucking think bigger, and I start thinking, okay, how do I, instead of doubling my goal to go from 150K a month to 300K a month, how do I go from 100K a month to $1 million a month? Because if I start thinking at that level, I start looking at what people will make $1 million a month do, and it's a lot fucking different than the actions I would take to get to 300K a month. One of my goals for 2026 is to hit 100,000 subscribers. I have 35,000 subscribers at this point in time. Now that I'm recording this video and actually speaking about it, that goal is not big enough, because if I changed my goal to hit 1 million subs in 365 days, my actions would be a lot fucking different than if my goal was to hit 100,000 subscribers. Then I'll start looking at what people who have 1 million subscribers do. Hermosi puts out 450 pieces of fucking content a week. Maybe instead of 1 video a week, I'm gonna post 2 videos a week. Maybe instead of 2 videos a week, I'm gonna post 2 videos a week and 5 shorts and 5 Instagram reels and 5 TikToks, all leading to my YouTube. Do you see where this is going? The bigger your thought process is, and the more you actually believe that that's tangible, your actions will follow. By simply thinking bigger, you're going to be bigger. Your actions are going to follow. It's actually unreal how simple and effective this actually is. Like, how big do you want to be? If you think about billionaires, for example, one of my new hobbies is just watching podcasts with billionaires. Not because I necessarily care about the industry or the little technical sauce. I just love to see how fucking massive these guys think. Elon Musk is thinking about, how can I put this human civilization on fucking Mars? When I started watching these podcasts with billionaires, I'm like, bro, my actions, my goals, my thinking is fucking minuscule.
Like, I'm worried about posting a YouTube video every week. I'm worried about hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and there's people out here changing the fucking ancestry of humanity. Like, it's unreal how big some people think. These people think bigger, can comprehend bigger, and therefore their actions follow. It's that fucking simple. Think bigger. Also, back to the billionaires on podcasting. I was watching a Grant Cardone podcast, and he said his biggest regret was not thinking bigger. And another one of his biggest regret was not naming his company 10x Health 100x Health. If he was thinking how to go 100x instead of 10x, he would be a lot fucking further right now. You put your own ceilings on your mind. The ceilings in your mind are the ceilings on your actions. Bonus lesson that I want to throw in really quick that kind of ties into lesson number 3, but also alongside thinking bigger, think longer term. I have a newfound respect over this past year for guys that have been in the game 10 years, 20 years. The amount of years of consistency and hard work it takes to genuinely be great is unfucking real. I want to play this game for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and see how far I can fucking go. Thinking short term and thinking in terms of how much money I can make this month and how can I maximize as much money I make this month is such a flawed way of thinking. The online money space, especially the young entrepreneurs, I've played into this myself. I'm sure I've played a part in it as well. In like talking about monthly income and 30K a month, 100K a month, 200K a month, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I want to be around for years. How can I triple my revenue for the year? Why are we thinking in terms of month? That goes back to thinking smaller. This is a super long-term game. That's why, like, every time I buy something now, like a car or something like that, I'm just like, bro, I'm paying 3K a month, 3.5, 4K a month for a Lambo. Like, why would I not just give that to an employee that would make me more money? Like, I just want to play the game longer. And when you start thinking longer term, you stop worrying about, like, how much money am I going to make this month? How can I maximize the amount of money I make this year? Okay, that wraps up my key lessons for this year. Hey, maybe I'm going to look back at these things in a year and say, damn, those were some dumbass fucking lessons. I actually hope that happens because that means I grew exponentially. But I'm going to refilm this video again next year and look back at it on this year and see what I think. Look who just fucking returned on the
What's up,
fucking
vlog? How
YouTube
y'all
channel.
been, man? It's been a minute,
Bro,
you know
it's
what
been
I'm saying?
2 fucking years. We
It's
got my
been a
dog
minute, bro.
Caprice. If you guys didn't know, this dude is probably the reason why me, Brez, Fredo are even a fucking thing, bro. I don't think none of us will be friends, bro.
No, I don't think so. The
No.
lore is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta tell them the lore.
No, the lore is
how
crazy.
everything started, bro.
So Caprice was my first ever like big client. When I met you, I was fucking poor.
Bro, that's crazy.
Like dead ass
Hell
poor,
yeah.
bro. And then through him, I was helping him with his offer. We hired Brez.
Right.
At the time, Brez had like 4,000 followers at this
Right.
point in
As
time.
as the ads and
As
shit
the guy,
like that.
at this time, Brez would just post like little niche videos on TikTok saying, "This is how I got this clothing brand, a 4x return on whatever." These videos would get like 1,000 views, bro, 5,000 views.
Right.
We hired Brez to be a coach in his community,
community, yeah.
his school community, and
Yeah.
then me and Brez became friends, and then me and Brez moved in together, and then we met Fredo, and it was just like a
It
whole
was a
bunch.
ripple effect. I ain't
Bro,
gonna lie. It was a whole
fucking
ripple effect.
effect. But if I didn't meet Caprice, none of us would be here. 1,000%.
I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy to look at. And that's why I'm telling you, I'm so proud of y'all boys, man.
I
Like,
appreciate it, bro.
that shit's crazy, especially like just going up and the whole group aspect of it and stuff. That's the greatest part of it to see,
Fucking
bro.
insane,
And now
bro.
look at it. You was broke when you met me, and I guess we did a good fucking job, huh?
All my beginning YouTube videos were basically with him or doing something revolving him, but
Like the testimonials and shit like that.
testimonials. The first ever school games, me and him, I don't know what place we were at, like 7th place or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Right.
And then we met Hermosi, and then I propped up my phone and did a little testimonial.
Right.
with him.
That was fun.
Me and this guy right here just did our first $100,000 month in the month of March. I think we hit it on the 25th. It's like the 29th or something right now. We're currently in Las Vegas. We just finished the school games. We met Alex Hermosi, Sam Ovens, the founders of the school.
The people are wanting me to bring back an offer in 2026. We gotta cook something up, bro.
Bro, let's fucking
We
do
gotta
it.
cook something up. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta cook
Let's do it. So I wanted to ask you to
Yeah.
update the video and myself, honestly, about what you've been up to, and what
So-
you're doing, where you living, all
Yeah,
that shit.
so basically I moved out to Houston and shit like that, right? Houston was crazy overall. Like a bunch of wild shit happened, setbacks. I got my apartment got broken into and like
Yeah, I
an
remember
inside job from like my damn from my peoples and stuff like that. Basically, a lot of crazy shit just happened in Houston. So basically, I took my L's, took it to the chin, took it like a man, still was grinding and everything like that, and I ended up moving. So ended up moving. Now I'm in LA with it, got a crib and shit like that. And honestly, it feels like I kind of just got like a fresh start now. Like it was kind of after the break-in situation, it was kind of hard for me to like make content like that because I knew people were like watching, it could lead to shit X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So now just moving, getting a fresh start, fresh circle, fresh everything, just locked in with shit. Now we heading into our year 3 of Project Capri, and this is our first year. Like, you know how shit was going. You know I run my shit like a nigga business at first. Like, it was just like drop here, just putting it together. This is my first year where like I got the first 8 months of 2026 already planned out drop-wise and shit. So
as I move into like a season of building, I want to build some shit, and it takes a lot of deep work. I think the move is, before I go back, I got to figure out the tax situation, the tax strategy.
Right.
But I think I'm going to move back to California. That's the first time I told the vlog, but I think I'm going to do it.
You got to pull up. I ain't going to lie, because you got to think, like, I'm like 50 minutes, maybe an hour with traffic away from LA. So you got to kind of like plan if you really want to go to the city and do some shit and go out or anything like that. Like, you're not just going to accidentally stumble upon some shit. So it's like, it's easy to get work done. This year, my biggest thing was I've been lowering expenses and raising my head of income as much. I realized that was the method, because there was one point where like, probably a year or so ago, where I was making 100 a month, probably spending 120 somehow. I don't even fucking know. Right now, I only got the Maybach and the Trackhawk. I got rid of the 63S. Got those two, the crib. And then now, this year with Project Crib, I gotta show you some shit, bro. Bro's gonna have the other one, whichever one you
I look, you want the white one.
Okay,
I don't have any white belts. W Project Capri.
Yeah. Is your site open right now?
It is.
Okay, I'll leave the link to it down below.
These actually go with this leather jacket right here. I need you to see the quality you've been putting.
Maybe I need to just start throwing fits, bro.
I'm telling you, your feet.
You think I'll get?
I ain't gonna lie, your feet have been going crazy. I'm not gonna lie, they've been going stupid. They've been going stupid. So, and that's just off, like, and that's just like off some aura shit. So like when you start adding the fits in there,
bro, I've been so confused. Like, why does my Instagram just like go stupid?
The same thing's happening to me on my spam IG. I'll just drop random dumps, 40K, 50K, like just random shit, but. I don't know why. If you use a good audio,
ooh, this is tough.
You can't tell me you're not gonna feel like the man walking into the building with this shit on.
All good?
Bro, it's fine.
Is it good?
Tell me you're not gonna feel like that nigga walking in the building with that on, bro.
Bro, yeah, it's super thick too. It feels good.
I'm telling you, bro.
Good as fuck.
Pause on that. Bro, these are pants of your size.
All right, boys, that wraps it up for this video. I appreciate every single person that's watched me throughout this year. Hope you guys got something out of this video. I'm really looking forward to documenting and showing you guys me building my business over the next few years, all on YouTube for you guys to watch. And I'm gonna continue to update you, raw updates. I'm not telling you what I'm saying is right. I'm young, I'm going through the motions with you guys, and hopefully we learn a lot and have a lot of success. I appreciate all you guys. Let's have a good New Year's. Let's get it.
I'm just trying to tell you how I feel, I've been on 30 days.